6 everyday items in your home that could shorten your life after 65. Hey there, my friends. Welcome back to the channel. I'm so glad you're here today, joining me for another heart-to-heart. You know, I've been around the block a few times. Let's just say I've earned my silver hair and a few laugh lines along the way. And one thing I've learned is that life after 65 can be some of the sweetest years yet. If we take care of ourselves, that's what this channel's all about, right? Living healthy, staying joyful, and sharing a bit of wisdom to make those years shine. Today, I want to talk about something that hit me like a ton of bricks when I first realized it. There are everyday things, stuff we got lying around our homes, that could be quietly chipping away at our health, especially after we hit 65. Now, don't worry. I'm not here to scare you or make you toss out everything you own. This is just a friendly chat to help us all think about how to make our homes safer, healthier places to enjoy this beautiful stage of life. I'm calling this 6 everyday items in your home that could shorten your life after 65. Sounds serious, I know, but stick with me. We're going to walk through each one together, and I'll share some stories, some from my own life, some from folks I know, to make sense of it all. My goal? To give you practical tips, a bit of inspiration, and maybe even a chuckle or two, so you can keep living your best life, full of energy and joy. So, grab a comfy seat, maybe a coffee or tea, and let's dive in. Item 1. Expire medications in your medicine cabinet. Let's start with something we all have. That medicine cabinet stuffed to the brim. You know the one. Full of old prescriptions, half-used cough syrups, and maybe some painkillers from that knee surgery years ago. I'll be honest, I was guilty of this myself. I used to think, oh, I'll keep these just in case. But here's the thing, expired medications can be more dangerous than you think, especially as we get older. After 65, our bodies don't process medications the same way. Our kidneys and liver slow down a bit, and that means even a small dose of something outdated can cause big problems like dizziness, confusion, or worse. I remember my neighbor, Tom, a spry 70-year-old who loved his morning walks. One day, he was feeling off and took some old antibiotics he had lying around. Turns out, they were way past their expiration date, and he ended up in the ER with a bad reaction. It was a wake-up call for all of us on the block. What to do instead? Take an hour this weekend, yes, just 1 hour, and go through your medicine cabinet. Check expiration dates. If it's expired, don't flush it. That's bad for the environment. Most pharmacies, like Walgreens or CVS, have drop-off bins for safe disposal. And if you're not sure about medication, call your doctor or pharmacist. They're there to help. Keeping only what you need and keeping it current can save you a world of trouble. Item 2. Cluttered walkways and loose rugs. Next up, let's talk about something we don't always notice until it's too late. The stuff on our floors. Cluttered hallways, loose rugs, those cute little mats that slide around. They're like tiny traps waiting to trip us up. Falls are one of the biggest risks for folks over 65. And I don't say that to scare you. I say it because I've been there. A couple of years ago, I tripped over a rug in my living room. Thankfully, I only bruised my pride, but it could have been so much worse. Think about it. A fall can lead to a broken hip, months of recovery, or even losing the independence we cherish. My friend Susan, bless her heart, had a beautiful Persian rug she loved, but it wasn't tacked down properly, and one evening she caught her foot on it. She fractured her wrist, and it took her months to get back to her gardening, which she adored. That rug wasn't worth it. What to do instead? Walk through your home with fresh eyes. Look for anything that could catch your foot. Cords, small rugs, even that pile of magazines you've been meaning to sort. Secure rugs with double-sided tape or non-slip pads. Clear pathways so you can move freely. And if you've got stairs, make sure they're well lit with sturdy handrails. These little changes can keep you dancing through life, not recovering on the couch. Item 3. Unfiltered tap water. All right. This one might surprise you. Your tap water. Now, I'm not saying your water is poison. Most of us in the US and UK have pretty safe water systems. But as we age, our immune systems aren't as tough as they used to be, and tiny contaminants in tap water, like lead or bacteria, can hit us harder. I learned this the hard way when I started feeling sluggish and couldn't figure out why. A friend suggested testing my water, and sure enough, there were traces of stuff that wasn't doing me any favors. I think of my cousin Linda, who lives in an older house with old pipes. She didn't think much of it until she started having stomach issues. Turns out, her water had higher than normal levels of lead from those pipes. After she got a water filter, she felt like a new person. It's not about being paranoid. It's about giving your body the best chance to thrive. What to do instead? Consider a water filter. You don't need anything fancy. A pitcher with a good filter like a Brita can do wonders. If you're in an older home, you might want to test your water first. Kits are cheap and easy to find at hardware stores. Clean water means a stronger you, and that's worth a little effort. Item 4, old mattresses and pillows. Let's move to the bedroom for this one. Your mattress and pillows. Oh, how we love them, right? But if they're more than 10 years old, they could be hurting you more than helping. As we age, good sleep is like gold. It keeps our mind sharp, our heart strong, and our spirits high. But an old mattress that sags or pillows that don't support your neck, they can lead to back pain, poor sleep, and even stress on your heart. I'll never forget my old mattress. It was like sleeping on a hammock. I woke up every morning feeling like I'd run a marathon. When I finally replaced it, it was like night and day. My friend George had a similar story. He kept his ancient pillow because it was broken in, he said, but he was waking up with headaches and a stiff neck. A new pillow changed everything for him. What to do instead? If your mattress is over 10 years old, start saving for a new one. Look for something medium firm. Studies show it's best for most folks over 65. For pillows, replace them every couple of years and pick ones that keep your neck aligned with your spine. Good sleep isn't a luxury. It's a necessity for living long and well. Item 5, chemical cleaners under the sink. Now, let's peek under your kitchen sink. Those bottles of bleach, ammonia, and heavy-duty cleaners. They're great at getting stains out, but they're not so great for your lungs. After 65, our lungs are more sensitive, and breathing in strong chemical fumes can cause coughing, wheezing, or even worse if you got asthma or COPD. I used to love my sparkly clean counters, but I didn't realize what those cleaners were doing to me until I started feeling short of breath after scrubbing day. My friend Betty, who's 68 and loves a clean house, had a scary moment last year. She mixed 2 cleaners, never do that by the way, and ended up in the hospital with breathing problems. It was a reminder that clean doesn't have to mean chemical. What to do instead? Switch to gentler options. Vinegar and baking soda can clean almost anything. I'm serious. There are also eco-friendly cleaners at stores like Target or Tesco that are easier on your lungs. If you must use strong stuff, open a window and wear a mask. Your lungs will thank you, and you'll still have a home that sparkles. Item 6. And used exercise equipment gathering dust. Last but not least, let's talk about that exercise bike or treadmill in the corner, the one that's become a fancy clothes rack. I'm guilty of this too. I bought a stepper years ago, thinking I'd use it every day. Spoiler, I didn't. But here's why this matters. Staying active after 65 is one of the best ways to keep your heart strong, your joints flexible, and your mood lifted. When we let that equipment sit and use, we're missing a chance to add years to our lives. I think of my buddy Frank, who's 72 and still plays pickleball twice a week. He told me he started small, just walking around the block, then using a little stationary bike at home. That habit kept him out of the doctor's office and full of energy. Meanwhile, I know folks who let their equipment gather dust and now struggle with mobility. It's not about guilt. It's about opportunity. What to do instead? Dust off that equipment and start small. 5 minutes a day is better than nothing. If it's not your thing, try chair yoga or a walk with a friend. There are tons of free videos on YouTube, including some on this channel. The key is movement, whatever feels good for you. Your body deserves it, and it'll reward you with more energy and joy. Well, my friends, there you have it. 6 everyday items that might be sneaking into our lives and making things a little harder than they need to be. I hope this chat felt like sitting down with an old friend, sharing a few lessons learned the hard way. Life after 65 is such a gift, isn't it? It's a time to savor the moments, laugh with loved ones, and keep our bodies and minds as strong as we can. I want to leave you with this. You don't have to change everything overnight. Pick one thing from this list. Maybe clear out that medicine cabinet or tape down a rug. And start there. Small steps lead to big changes. And you deserve to feel your best every single day. If you enjoyed this video, give a thumbs up. It helps more folks find these tips. And if you've got a story of your own, maybe something you've changed in your home to stay healthy, drop it in the comments. I read everyone, and I love hearing from you. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so we can keep these chats going. Until next time, keep living wisely, keep smiling, and take care of yourself. You've got this.